Okay, so a popular upgrade for a Datsun 240Z is to get a internally regulated alternator from a L28 turbo, 280ZX turbo. This one's already installed. I just wanted to show everybody how to properly wire it so that it charges and starts and it works. So these are three wires that need to be, or three connectors need to be plugged in. This is the 2-wire connector, and it plugs right in here. It's the regulator. This is the ground wire, and this is the charging wire. Charging wire has the it's a positive power post right here. You can see the insulator, and that's going to the white wire. Ground is the black wire. Not always the case for every car, but it is in this case. Okay, and here is the old voltage regulator, external regulator, and this is the connector that goes to the old plug. And you notice the plug has a notch on two sides. I'm going to call this the notch side, and this is the flat side. Okay, to wire this properly, this is the flat side. You're going to run two connectors, one here and one here, blade style connectors. It's going to go to the middle wire and the black with white stripe wire. The black wire on this side is not used. So this is how it's wired. We have this going to a diode, and that's the direction of the diode. Arrow's pointing this way with the line. Okay, going towards the light. This can be any kind of a low wattage light. This is basically a charging light, or you know, on modern cars they'll have a battery symbol on the dash when it's not charging. And then this one goes back over here to the flat side. And the other side, let's flip it over, has just a jumper. There's two wires, only two wires on this one, so run those two wires together with a jumper. Okay, that's simple. So right now, this is lit up because the engine is off, but the key is on. So that's showing that it's plugged in properly. Let's go start it up. So the light turned off because it's now charging. See that this is plugged into the battery. Excuse my mess. This thing's been sitting for a while, and I just swapped the motor in. It took a couple days. I still haven't even taken the choke cables out, for crying out loud. Anyway, so this is 14.5 volts roughly. So it's charging. That's good. Always verify that. Another thing, this is going to have higher amperage than the stock one, so you probably want to run a fuse, maybe a 70 amp fuse. Don't take any of this stuff as you know, absolute, because basically if something happens, you know, it's your fault, not my fault. I'm giving you advice on how to do this. So just take this as it works for me, but if something happens to you, then hey, that's on you. It's not my fault. Okay. I actually jumped the amp meter inside the car with a wire, bypassed it, and I'm running a fuse, 70 amp, I believe, just in case that there's a short, so that it won't catch on fire. Because originally it doesn't really have a fuse, and I'm running the fuse off of this guy right here. the wire that goes all the way inside. Okay, so that's how you get a L28 turbo alternator to work on a 240Z. This is a 73 240Z, by the way.